You're willing to say forsaking all others for a feeling that you cannot see or touch. So how do you figure that? Most men are lame.
Okay.
Let's be clear. Have you ever slept with a woman that you knew you weren't going to be with?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And they just needed a body to fill a space in that moment. Is she good for your peace, legacy, and your portfolio?
I would say yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I was dating 2 men at the same time. One would have been perfect. The other, he was that roller coaster ride that I was used to. She needs to be connected to her own femininity, spirituality, sensuality, and wisdom. That's the GPS. Women fight so much for equality that they're not getting any equity.
It's really disgusting when you think that a young lady could throw up her OnlyFans, make 6 figures.
Honestly, if I wouldn't do it, but I don't see a problem.
That's not it, April.
I believe so. It's the woman that appeals to the man's imagination is the woman that gets him.
This episode.
What's good? What they do? It's your boy Purple Lips back with another Purple Lip breakdown. Yeah, I had to leave all that in there because I ain't gonna lie. On the Harley initiated with April Mason, man, she was killing it, man. She said a whole lot, and I might have to make a couple episodes on their episode of with each other. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't gonna lie, but on this particular breakdown, first off, welcome to my channel. All praise to the Most High. Take a moment for that. Yeah, and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Man, I just started YouTube. Man, this is movement. Go ahead and subscribe if you like the movement, man. Right, but this particular episode, we're gonna be talking about the first 20 minutes of April Mason on Harley Initiated, and basically she was telling nothing but the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? She gets real about why men and women are missing each other in today's dating world, and honestly, a lot has to come down to ego, pride, and not being honest with yourself. So you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're serious about building serious relationships, not situationships, you know what I'm saying? Not entanglements, you know what I'm saying? And not trauma bonding and stuff like that. This one's for you. Let's go ahead and break this down. This Purple Lip breakdown. Let's get it. Let's go.
So with April Mason is absolute fire. She's been one of the most requested guests, and this one's gonna spark some real conversation. Let's be real. A lot of people are struggling.
Skip that intro real quick. That's the
This is
intro.
gonna be a dope conversation.
Yes,
We got somebody very, very special.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be a dope conversation.
We are blessed, y'all.
Yeah.
So that means if we blessed, you blessed. And Harley Initiator had to work real long and hard to qualify for this sister right here. So I'm very proud to be able to introduce to you guys here on the set one of the most requested guests on Harley Initiated. We are introducing April Mason. Welcome to Harley Initiated.
Thank you so
April.
much, fellas, for having me. He said I had to qualify. We had to qualify.
Yes.
Got
yes.
to.
We had to become a high value platform
Exactly.
before we can get
And
April
see,
Mason on
you know, April, I like having conversations with you because you not only gonna give us the wisdom that we need, you gonna make sure you get out of something out of us too.
Yeah,
So-
I always challenge you guys. I'm
Absolutely.
going to challenge you to think about how you think, why you think the way you think, and why you believe, and if it's actually serving you. So let's do this.
And I can
thank you for
appreciate
having
that.
me.
Yeah.
I can absolutely appreciate that. We got some big announcements coming up because April's bringing some incredible work to the space here. April's going to be announcing her book that's coming out. All right, so this is it's a great conversation on the way here, and I'm very excited. We prepared for this for quite some time. It started getting hot before the episode. I literally had to stop.
He
I'm like,
did.
stop
He
talking,
did.
all right? Run the tape because it's going in. In fact, Brian, I'm gonna let you go ahead and lead this thing off. Steer the ship, brother.
Okay, so to kind of fill y'all in, we talk about relationships before we kicked off the show,
Yes.
and you asked about both Tyshawn and our relationship status, and I was telling you Tyshawn is a lot more advanced than where I'm at, but I've been dating a young lady for coming up on a year, and it's a committed situation where I'm investing everything into our relationship, and you asked me pretty much,
What you
where it's gonna
doing?
go.
That
Where it's
boy
gonna go.
blushing.
Like,
That boy blushing. Look at his face. He
Don't be
blushing.
wasting her time.
You know, and I think about this is because because you hear that from the ladies all the time. Like, hey, I don't want to deal with these guys that's wasting time. And you get the conversation again and again and again. How long is it gonna take you to make the decision? What's the next step in the relationship? And now that it's coming up on a year, I'm gonna be honest. I do feel a little pressure to say yes, we're gonna continue, or no, it's not quite working. And one of my major concerns, okay, is that how do I know I'm getting the best? And I don't want to say deal. That's what I mean. That's in my mind.
No, I get
it's a
it.
deal.
No,
You know what I mean?
know, I get
Don't waste her time. Don't waste her time, brother. Please. Nah, for real. I like that she said that already right off the jump because I ain't gonna lie. Like I said in my other videos, we do have to separate the difference between when we see a Jezebel and when we see a wifey, virtuous woman, because we have to protect these virtuous women so they don't get tainted and so that so we can build stronger homes with these women. You know what I'm saying? And those women have to feel more safer and secure, like the Jezebels not taking all they shine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't waste her time. Don't waste her time, brother. He sounded a little bit confused.
I know exactly what you mean.
And I'm right brain, so I'm looking at all the things that I bring, looking at things she bring, but I'm still thinking about where I was. Okay, I had a certain level of options with women. Thinking about where I'm at now, she's part of that. The certain level I have now. So I'm like, okay, well, if this the trajectory been on, and I can see over the next 6 months to few years, this is where I'm gonna be. In my mind, I'm thinking like, what are these other options I'm gonna have access to, and what if I'm interested in those?
Yeah.
Honest thoughts.
Yeah.
It's honest thought, and then you have the FOMO, fear of missing out. And like I was sharing with you before we start rolling, this man that you're becoming, because I've watched you guys since you first started, and for those that don't know, Tyshawn was almost gonna be my son-in-law. He used to date my daughter.
She went there.
But I've watched you grow. But I think what you have to realize is, so has she. So while you're not becoming this amazing man that you see and what you bring to the table by yourself. She is there to put that feminine creativity, that support, that love, that respect, her ability to be agreeable, her ability to challenge you, all of those things that this man that you feel like you are turning into, she plays a part in that. But I got to say, this is why a lot of women don't like being the ride or die and sticking with you until you make it to that next level. Because as much as we pour into you, it's the possibility that you go from a bronze penny to a shiny quarter and you want something else. But she was there while you were a bronze penny. She was there while you were making this transition that you've made. So why can't she benefit from that?
That's a good point. And
That's valid. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that? Y'all think that she valid for asking that question, or if you have a woman who have been there, built that structure with you, she waited there, and you got to where you wanted to be, and then obviously that comes with a new lifestyle. You got different flux of women coming at you and stuff like that. So obviously the lifestyle has changed, but this woman has been there from you from thick and thin, or from the beginning, you know what I'm saying, supporting you and making you the man shaping you the man that you are, and then you end up leaving her for one of these new Jezebels. And I'm not against with that. I've been in this situation before, and I always felt that empty void. I still had that empty void to this day because I didn't cherish that diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had a little small issue, but she was willing to stick with me, and your boy got a little.
and I think about that. I think you mentioned that they were called these
Her
invisible
invisible values.
invisible
We
values.
got to talk about those because a lot of
Yeah.
times men, we don't know how to put value
Mhm.
on things we can't see, feel, and touch.
Exactly. And that's what, when I paused, Coaching for almost 20 years. I've been in this space. My very first YouTube video was in 2008. Do not go look it up. It is horrible. I was on a little Metro PCS phone and the screen was green. But I've been in this space for a long time. And one of the things that I see consistently is men and women fighting over who gives more. Men look at it from the monetary perspective, but the problem is not even women know how to articulate their invisible value. So when you think about a woman, let's say you decide to propose to this woman. Tell me what the things that you are going to be contemplating in your mind when you if
Hold up, y'all. I had to fix some little audio problem real quick. Let that load up and catch up real quick. It seems like it's moving a little slow. Okay, y'all got me now. All right, we here.
you decide, you know what, I want to marry her or whoever.
Okay,
Tell me
so
that.
first, when I think about my value, I'm like, okay, I'm helping you grow your business. I'm helping you put more money in your pocket. I'm helping you make decisions with your future and kind of where things are going. I'm helping, you prioritize the people in your life to know kind of, where what goes where and how it works. I'm thinking about all these things. When I think about her and I think about those things, I'm like, well, I can't really look at my bank account and say that you helped me get X here in my business or help me get there. But on the other end, I think, well, man, since I've been dating you, I've learned how to resolve issues a lot better. I've become extremely patient. I'm super motivated. I'm become even more protective of, my family because now she's become a part of my family. So even how I think about the things that I should be doing is like, I'm very motivated to be a good role model. And I'm like excited to lead and have this opportunity to lead. So it's like this intangible thing where I, she makes me better, but it's like you can't really see it. You know what I'm saying? Like on the bottom line type of thing. So that's what the confusion is at. I'm like, is that the deal? Is I help
Yes.
you with these tangible things and you help me with just becoming better?
No, but to hear
Okay, we back. My audio's back. Let's go.
here's the thing. So I did a book called Her Invisible Value: What Feminine Women Bring to the Table, and the men's book come out in June. The reason why I wrote that book is because I wanted to list 100 traits that women have that you benefit from that you cannot see, but you experience. You feel
Oh,
them.
we need to read that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out in November. And the thing is, women don't know how to articulate those values to you, like our empathy, like our warmth, like our ability to be agreeable, our ability to challenge, our ability to influence. You think that all of the things that you listed is just helping her make money, and the things that you listed for her, that it's not. Her helping you gain more confidence allows you to walk into a room and close a deal. Her ability to support you allows you to take some things off of your plate that you don't have to deal with, that puts money in the bank. Just because she's not physically doing the labor doesn't mean she's not contributing. So when you as a man say, I don't know what that is, think about it from this perspective. When a man asks a woman, will you marry me? He doesn't think about, she has a degree, she makes $100,000 a year. She is, she's pretty, but she knows how to cook. Y'all don't think of that. You
Right.
think, man, I became a better man in her presence. I love how she loves me. I love how she respects me. All of these things are things you cannot touch. But based on the feeling and how she makes you feel about yourself, you're willing to marry her. You're willing to say, forsaking all others for a feeling that you cannot see or touch. So how you figure that?
You know,
Ah, that was deep. You know what I'm saying? That hit me. I ain't gonna lie. You can build a you can't build a family or love when you still trying to like guard yourself. You know what I'm saying? From your past relationship, you got to be ready for what you asked for, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel what she's saying. I feel what she's saying. How many of y'all? You go ahead, drop a comment. Y'all feel what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Or you disagree. You know what I'm saying? I do see that she coming from a woman's perspective a lot. I hope that she do turn this around and come from a middle ground perspective. But yeah, I do get what she's saying from a woman's perspective.
Well,
Explain that one,
you
Ryan.
just bring up good points because what you describe as respect, like that's a huge thing,
Mhm.
you know.
Oh yeah.
And of course we have our disagreements, but she don't give me no issue. It's like this. She's a pleasure to work with.
Let me
You know
ask
what
you
I mean?
this: is she good for your peace, legacy, and your portfolio?
I would say yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. That's what you want. So you don't want to keep moving up the ladder and thinking you're going to get that, because the more you hire, you move up. You think, okay, y'all know I've been doing this work for a long time with these women.
Yeah.
Do you think that the higher you go up, the higher you'll get a woman that doesn't want you for what you have versus who you are? This woman has accepted you for who you are and where you are. Even when you didn't even, you guys may not even know where this was going to go, but she was riding with you. And you constantly elevate with the essence of what her femininity is. She is in a posture, not only is she receiving from you, but she's giving to you. It's something that it allows a woman to just not just create, but to give. Now, people think that just because you say feminine, oh my God, it's just, how she dresses, her etiquette. That don't have anything to do with femininity. But it's what she's being to you that you cannot touch, that you can only feel. That's what true femininity is. It's not these other things. It's not anything that can be purchased at the beauty supply store. Eyelashes, all that foolishness. It's not that. It's exactly what you're experiencing right now that you're contemplating on. But I promise you, for someone that has been doing this for a long time, the higher you go up, you're not going to get that. Because
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all feel like what she's saying? Go ahead and drop y'all comments. What she just said right there. Like for me, I feel like men want respect, women want safety. We both want appreciation, but nobody's leading with that. You know what I'm saying? Until we start treating relationships and dating like war, and start actually trying to build a partner and values, share values, and build a family off those type of values, basically. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doomed. You know what I'm saying? We got to change this very fast because these robots coming very very soon. You know what I'm saying? Wait up.
because of who you've become. Why do you think so many of the men that I've worked with a lot of your favorite celebrities, right? They have a hard time, men, they have a hard time connecting with a woman because they don't know, is she there for me or just for what I've accomplished? Then you're gonna end up lonely like a lot of them. Then you're gonna be on your third or fourth marriage calling me talking about, Miss April, what did I do? I'm like, you should have chose that girl that was good for your peace, legacy, and portfolio before you became that guy, because she's actually holding you down and she's partly responsible for who you are becoming.
Wow.
So just because you can't say, how did this help my bank account? Oh, I see all the ways that it helps your bank account. It's just not the labor. And people are used to women laboring. Femininity is not about physical labor, it's about being what we are. And then you come into our feminine layer, you come into our fantasy world. We fill you back up, and then you go back out, and then you become something. Then you come back in, and you need to be filled up again. And that's how you are continually being motivated, which causes you to want to should cause you to want to take care of the very entity that is causing you to be able to put that battery in your back.
Hey, hold up real quick, y'all. How many? Go ahead, drop a comment if y'all feel like what she just said was some real 100% good advice. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, drop that comment right now, please. Man, heck nah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like she's kind of right to an extent. Like I said, she's coming from a very, very woman perspective. A man who got that job or have a vision or whatever, he gonna get there regardless. You know what I'm saying? But a woman, if he does have a woman that she speak of that carry these values and supporting him and building him up, and he's actually benefiting physically, spiritually, and mentally and stuff like that. He's 100% right in those particular situations. A healthy relationship can actually absolutely make you have the confidence to get that knock out that interview that you needed to build up your ladder or wherever you wanted to go, whatever. But at the end of the day, a man has to have it within himself already before a woman even comes there, because before a woman gets involved in the first place, because I don't even think a woman would probably most likely give him a good woman will not most likely give him a chance if she don't feel like she can be secure or taken care of in the right ways, in the healthy ways for her benefit and her life, not just on a surface level. We're talking about in a physical, mental, and spiritual way. Um, on a yeah, so in those type of ways, I don't agree. I think feel like she's coming from a complete woman perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like she's halfway right though, because a woman can bring that fulfillment to a man and help him build himself up with her feminine energy that she provides or whatnot. So I'm kind of 50-50 with that one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I think she should go ahead and think about that from an overall perspective, because I don't think you even would give that man attention if he didn't already have some ambitions or drive or doing some or have some kind of proof behind what he is doing already. So I don't completely agree with that.
To keep going. That's where a lot of men miss it, because they're looking at, well, she didn't dunk no hoops when Magic Johnson
Well,
not Magic
Kobe,
Johnson,
Kobe.
no,
She wasn't shooting
not
in the
Kobe,
gym.
what's his name, Michael Jordan, when he got a divorce and she got all that money. Why she get all the money? She wasn't doing that. Oh no, but she was. She didn't make one hoop. I promise you, there's a lot that woman did behind the scenes when he wanted to quit. She was the battery in his back. She was the inspiration. She was the one that was good for his peace, legacy, and portfolio. She was the one that was, babe, do this way, not this way. She was those side mirrors. Don't give up your side mirrors because of who you're becoming. Because the higher you go up, I'm telling you, these they're not gonna like this, but these women whack, child.
Mm.
They don't have it. They don't have it. So if you got one, I would say lock her in.
Now here's a big thing.
I'm
And I thought that was an important message, you know what I'm saying, a very authentic conversation. She was right, you know what I'm saying. If you find a good woman and a virtuous woman that fills these gaps, you know what I'm saying, that you can build a legacy with, have a family with, and y'all share the same values, that lock in. Lock in instantly at young age, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, lock in. Women don't wait to these long ages to get to lock in with somebody unless it's like not the right fit for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just lock in with somebody just because you're young. And just lock in with somebody. Look for somebody who actually match what you're looking for as a woman. And as a man, you know what I'm saying? Fill your heart so that you can lead, you know what I'm saying? And women, soften your heart so that you can receive. You feel me? Stop dating for clout and start dating for a legacy. You know what I'm saying? April said a lot in this video, but I had to sum it up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want real love, real families, real partnership, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the word partnership for real love and real family. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be perfect, but just like if you're looking for love, just be ready. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be perfect. Just be ready. If you like this message, and this message spoke to you, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Drop your comments if you ready to change the culture and not just complain about it. Hey man, it's your boy Purple Lips. That was a Purple Lip breakdown. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm out.